In this Golf Smart Insight, we're going to explore the average handicap. So at least a couple times a year, people will mention that the average handicap hasn't gone down and that the average golfer basically hasn't gotten better. Well, we're going to take the Golf Smart approach and kind of explore that to see if there's some other factors that might be contributing to this more than just golfers aren't getting better. Okay. Well, if we take the population of golfers in the United States, we're going to come up with a total of about 30 million, give or take. There's also a turnover in this, right? So a certain number of golfers leave the game and a certain number of golfers join the game. Well, a report, I think it was in 2009, said that the turnover was about 2 million. Well, if we take the average golf handicap as somewhere around 15, so 14.876 depending, but somewhere around 15 as the average golf handicap in the United States. Well, if we lose 2 million golfers who have an average handicap of 15, and then we inherit 2 million golfers who have an average handicap of whatever a beginner handicap is. For this, we'll just say 30. It may be closer to 40, but let's just say 30 to be kind of conservative. So a new golfer has a handicap of 30. The average golfer of these 2 million who have left is 15. That leaves us with an increase of about 30 million handicap points just from this little turnover. So now we have the middle section, the 28 million golfers who were playing last year and are still playing this year. In order for the average handicap to be the same, those 28 million golfers would have to improve their score about 1 handicap point each. Now, if we look at the population of golfers who take lessons, it's somewhere around 10 to 15%. If all the golfers who were taking lessons improved somewhat dramatically, let's say 5 strokes, well, 10% is 3 million golfers, and if they improved 5% or 5 strokes, right, that would be about 15 million percentage points. So you'll start to see that there's some statistical issues with this where if certain populations of the golf world improve dramatically because of this turnover of better golfers leaving, getting injured and not being able to play, new golfers coming in just being worse, the handicap's probably going to stay about the same. If anything, if the handicap is going up, that's a good indication that there's a lot of new golfers coming in and therefore the game is growing. So I never took it as a slap in the face as a golf instructor to hear that the average golfer is not getting better. From talking with a lot of the instructors, we know that our students on average are getting better. We're getting much better with how we teach the swing, how we teach movement, and our population's getting better. We just need more golfers to work with, and then we could bring that number down as long as we can convince people not to join this fun game that we all love.